Today, we'll delve into the world of sugar-free baking, making delicious sugar-free chocolate chip cookies. We'll use a traditional recipe, but swap in my favorite sugar-free baking alternatives. And in the process, we'll reduce the per cookie sugar amount from 18 grams to 0. Welcome to Simple Fantastic Kitchen. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Now, this recipe makes about 36 cookies. We'll start by adding 1 cup of softened butter into a stand mixer. Next, we'll add the sugar alternatives. I've tried baking with a lot of different brands of sugar substitutes. Many I tried tasted good before baking, but ended up tasting bitter after being in the oven. Then I found Lakanto sugar substitutes, which I have enjoyed immensely. There are some workarounds when dealing with one of its main ingredients, erythritol, which I will get into later, so be sure to stick around until the end. But for taste, this is the best sugar substitute I've found for baking, and I am not being paid for this endorsement. It's just my honest opinion after years of trial and error. Lakanto has substitutes for powdered sugar, brown sugar, granulated sugar, and more. Today we'll be using 1 cup of Lakanto Classic, which is a granulated sugar replacement, and 1 cup of Lakanto Golden, which can be a brown sugar replacement. Add the paddle attachment and cream together the butter and Lakanto on low. Add 2 tablespoons of pure vanilla extract. Add 2 eggs. It's always best practice to crack your eggs before putting them in the bowl, in case any shells fall in. Then blend on low again until everything is combined. Now we'll make our dry ingredients. Have 3 cups of all-purpose flour, add in half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and mix that together. Now carefully add about half the dry mix into the stand mixer. And set on low until it combines together. Then add the rest of the dry mix. And mix until it's combined well. Then get all the dough into the bowl and remove the paddle. Next, we'll add in our sugar-free chocolate chips. We're going with Lily's milk chocolate baking chips, which are delicious. It will be about 2 cups, which happens to be the entire package of chocolate chips. Incorporate the chocolate chips into the dough by hand. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Use a non-stick baking sheet and roll the dough by hand. It's too crumbly a consistency to use a cookie scoop. Eyeball about 1 to 2 tablespoons per cookie, pack them tightly into a ball, then flatten them, rounding the edges. Be sure to put the side with the most chocolate chips facing up. Since erythritol doesn't spread the same way sugar does, flattening each cookie helps in the baking process. And arrange them nicely on the tray. Now put them in the oven for about 22 minutes. You're going to want to check on them after 10 minutes and continue to check every 5 minutes as everyone's oven is just a little bit different. You can push down on the top of the cookies, and if it has just a little spring, it's done. Please do this carefully with the back of a spoon and always use your oven mitts. These cookies are done. We will let them cool a few minutes, turn off the oven, then remove them to an oven rack for another 5 minutes. So let's see how they taste and what the texture is like. First of all, so delicious. It's chewy, but has a nice crispiness to the exterior. This is definitely satisfying my sweet tooth. It's always best to store them in an airtight container. Now, there is one major workaround when dealing with erythritol and leftovers. This is the consistency of the cookie the next day. And this is how hard it is to break in two. So I am still able to bite into this without feeling like I would break a tooth, but it is a lot crispier, and for me, it just isn't quite as pleasant an experience as it was when freshly baked. This is because erythritol recrystallizes upon cooling, creating a firmer, drier, and often crunchier texture. This even happens sometimes when you store it in an airtight container. But here's the good news. Reheating the cookies counteracts this cookie hardness. Simply put the cookie in the oven or an air fryer on reheat at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for about 5 to 7 minutes. The cookie will then be the perfect consistency again, easy to break in two and chewy. These cookies will keep nicely for about a week. You can also freeze them for up to 3 months, then defrost them and heat them in the same manner I just outlined. Just so you know, you can also make sugar-free chocolate chip bars with this recipe. I will leave that information, the full sugar-free chocolate chip cookie recipe, and all the products I'm using today in the description below in case you want to explore them. For more recipes, kitchen product reviews, and fun food and travel videos, subscribe to my channel, Simple Fantastic Kitchen. See you on the next one.